back to my channel. I'm Meghna and today I've got some coal here and a windmill, even a solar cell. So, you must have guessed the topic that my teacher is teaching us right now. It's about renewable and non-renewable sources. As you can see that my windmill is lighting up my LED and this is a renewable source. So what are renewable sources? Now, renewable sources are found in abundance and they never get finished. They are found in plenty. And renewable sources are like wind, sunlight, solar energy and water. So now here I am sitting with non-renewable sources like coal and petroleum. So non-renewable sources cannot be replenished and they are not found in abundance, and non-renewable sources are like coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So it's not that coal cannot be made again. It can be made again, but it will take millions and millions of years for the process to finish. Millions of years ago, Earth was a marshy land. So when organic matter like plants and animals died, they got covered in mud. And in the high temperature and pressure, the dead animals and plants formed peat. Then the peat turned into coal, and this process is called as carbonization. So when the layers of muds were formed, it released lots of gases like hydrogen, nitrogen and many other gases. And what remained was carbon. And this process is known as carbonization. So if there is more carbon in the coal will burn more better. So we need to dig really deep to get the coal from the coal mine. Similarly, petroleum is formed when the marine animals and plants die. Layers and layers of sand is accumulated on the top of them, and because of the high pressure and the high temperature, the petroleum is formed. So petroleum always stays above the underground water as it is lighter, and natural gas is found when petroleum is found in deeper places, and it takes millions and millions of years for petroleum to be formed. Petroleum was first found in USA, Pennsylvania, and in India it was first found in Assam and now in Mumbai. And also it is extracted from the oil wells of the Godavari Delta. As you can see, I have wrapped the copper wire around my nail and I have attached it to the battery, because when the copper wire gets attached to the battery, it gets electrical current, and we say that the nail will have the properties of a magnet. So let's see, I've got a coin, let's see if it works. It works. Wow. And now let me see if I remove the battery, does it work or not? It is not working. Electricity passes through this nail. Magnetism is induced. So a English scientist known as Michael Faraday thought, can reverse also happen? He took coil of copper and moved it between two magnets. So when this copper wire moves in the magnetic field, it forms electricity. So this is a generator and there are two magnets inside it, if you can see. And then this is the copper coil which I am going to put in right now. So I've put it, and you can see when I am moving the copper coil, electricity is generated, and this is how generator works. So here is my windmill, guys. So it is which I'm going to be rotating. This is the fan and this is the generator which I told you about, and there is a copper foil which is moving between the two magnets, and then there are two wires attached to it. So this red one is positive and the black one is negative, and it is attached to the LEDs over here. So I'm just going to put it over here. Now I've got this rubber band, so I'm going to attach it. To this big pulley. So I'm mechanically moving the fan, as what you can see, and you can see that electricity is being generated as these LED bulbs are getting lit up. This is how renewable resources are used to move the fan, and the basic principle remains the same. And in hydroelectricity, water is used to move the turbine, and in the normal one we only use wind, and in coal and nuclear power plants, coal is used to burn the water and the steam is used to move the fan. Another important source that is found in abundance is solar energy. It works on photovoltaic energy. The word photo comes from the photons and the word voltaic comes from the voltage. So here is my solar power cell, and I'm putting it here so it gets charged by the sun rays. It is made up of layers of silicon, which is also found in abundance. In a solar cell, there is N layer and P layer. N layer is thinner and has more electrons, where P layer is thicker and it has holes. So when the photons come and fall on the solar cell, what happens is that the electrons which are there gain heat energy, and they go to the P layer and start filling up the holes. This flow of the electrons produces electricity. The largest solar panel park is in Rajasthan, but the only problem was the dust storms, and robotics is used to clean up the dust. Now guys, I have charged my solar cell. Now let's see if it lights up my LED bulb. So these are layers of silicon, and each layer gives about 1.5 voltage. Sorry, what I meant was solar cell, not layer. And in the back you can see that there is positive and negative. Now I'm going to see if my LED lights up or not. So I'm just going to put it on the positive and on the negative. Wait. Now you can see that my bulb has lit up, and we should save electricity and we should use solar panels. Now guys, please try to use the renewable sources as much as possible, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe and ring the bell icon. Bye!